Hey everybody, welcome back to the Overwatch Project. I think this is technically episode 16 of my podcast. It'll be a short one. First of all, I wanted to tell you about a new update I made to overwatchproject.com. On the Freedom page, if you go to overwatchproject.com and you click on the link that says Freedom and in the menu bar, you'll get news content at the very top. It's a sneak peek of Larkin Rose's Candles in the Dark seminar. He does not sponsor my show or my podcast or my website in any way, but I actually bought his seminar. It's very expensive. His Candles in the Dark seminar is found at attendcandles.com. And I recommend it for other people because it deals directly with what I've been talking about in previous podcasts, that the human brain is the way it processes information. It doesn't matter, facts, figures. For most people, unless they're willing to change their own minds, you'll never change anyone's mind. You cannot insert information into their head that you have gained. Knowledge that you have can't be transmitted to anybody. You will, if they have premises or belief systems that contradict that information, even if it's factual, and you cannot, control people that way. And you don't want to, because freedom is about freedom. It's not about controlling. So if you really want to set people free, you need to know how to talk to them. Understanding that cognitive dissonance is the big thing that keeps people believing nonsense, is their ability to float contradictory beliefs in their head at extreme measures. Now, you'll never convert evil people into being good, but you can change good people that don't know that they're doing things that support evil. And I wanted to promote that because I personally paid for it myself, and I recommend it for other people. It is a seminar on how to understand this process that I've described before. You know, this whole thing about how the human brain, in my opinion, is designed this way because we were originally, the human physical being was designed to house a consciousness so that it could be used for some type of slave labor or slave activity. It's an enslavement device. So we're a tampered being, and that's really far out there for some people, I understand, but if you really do all the research and think about what I'm saying on your own, maybe you'll come to the same conclusions. Overwatchproject.com has a ton of source material that would take years to go through. It's taken me years to accumulate this information, so it's not a short thing to do. It takes a long time to do it. But attendcandles.com, it's linked right there. There's a sneak peek video from the third module of the seminar. If you check it out and you find it interesting, go to his website, check out Larkin Rose's book. It's on actually an Audible on that same page down below. It is The Most Dangerous Superstition by Larkin Rose. The entire book is on Audible. 10 hours of it is worth listening to right there. So it'll give you a good heads up. Like it says at the top of the Freedom page at overwatchproject.com, if you don't understand freedom and rights in this life, how can you declare freedom and use natural rights in the afterlife? So I think that is the main problem of why people get caught up in a reincarnation cycle here on Earth, and how all these nonsensical belief systems that we have that don't fit the totality of the information out there is at the root of the problem of a lot of humanity's problems. Second thing I wanted to mention is that I plan on doing another live show Friday, November 22nd at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's U.S. time, Eastern Standard Time, Friday, November 22nd. And as I see in my comment section from time to time, people tell me, I don't see my subscription feed. I don't get notified if you happen to be listening to this on YouTube, which most people, that's where they found me from. They'll be commenting, I have the bell checked, I don't get notified, I don't see in the subscription feed. I don't know what's going on with that. I hear Cyrus Kirkpatrick also talking about that on his channel. I don't know if there's some kind of shadow thing going on there, but whatever. just pass the word around yourselves, or just make a note. And whenever you happen to find this video, that's several days before that, hopefully I will see you there. The last time it was fun. I got to do it at night because that was when the dogs are sleeping and less likely to interrupt with barking. So hopefully that'll all work out Friday night. And last time I planned on going live for like 20 minutes. I was live for like 57 minutes. The next show will be sort of a reverse of the last one. The last one was the garbage of everything is love and light. All is oneness. All is this. Everything is great. And the next one will be the inverse of that, which seems to be some people are stuck on everything is evil, which is doesn't make any sense because, I mean, if you're not evil and I'm not evil and I'm not a psychopath and you're not a psychopath, then that means there's goodness somewhere. And where do we find the actual balance? I've seen that some people gave some really negative messages to Cyrus Kirkpatrick. I recommended his channel, Afterlife Topics on YouTube, and he got some negativity thrown his way. And in fact, I'll talk to you about this in length, but he's the really only out-of-body experiencer that seems to have a balanced view of what's going on in the immediate afterworld and what happens to humans after they die. It makes more sense than some of these other so-called gurus that have all this love and light, and that is just not what we see in all the data. There's darkness out there. There are predators. There are parasites, and I've never said that that's all that there is, so I don't know where that came from. The last thing I wanted to mention is a website which is really kind of interesting and cool. It is seems to be the graveyard of where all the videos go after YouTube bans them. So this is a interesting site. I don't think every YouTube banned video has gone there, but for some reason some of them seem to end up there, or many of them end up there. And it is a website. The address is altcensored.com. That's ALT censored.com, and it is a place where you can find videos that were banned clearly for political reasons, but also videos that are actually quite disturbing and are quite hateful. The point is about free speech is to let people have free speech. If people don't seem to even understand, they've been brainwashed in a way that keeps them from even understanding the real reason for freedom of speech and what it really entails. And it also includes hateful things, as long as you're not actually inciting like chaos, like yelling fire in a movie theater type thing. Otherwise, you need to let people vent about everything. First of all, it tells you what they really think, so you know where they're coming from. And second of all, if people don't feel like they have to be censored or anything like that, they will tell you exactly what they're thinking. And then you can, proceed from there. If you suppress free speech, you actually incite violence, because then people don't have a way to express themselves. And if they do hold really dark, negative, hateful things inside, eventually it's going to come out some way. So freedom of speech is extremely important. Altcensored.com is hopefully a site that you can find without me putting a link in the description. I have discovered, working part-time in the IT world, fixing people's computer problems, that in 2019 we still have a huge computer illiteracy problem in the world. And I just wanted to say, in an age of actual information where we have access to all knowledge, being computer illiterate today, not knowing the difference between a search box and the address bar in your web browser, and if I tell you an actual address on the internet, you should be able to just go directly there without searching for it. I'm saying you, whoever I'm talking to right now that's listening to me, but there's people out there that actually don't know the difference. And for me, computers intuitively always made sense. My first computer was a DOS box. It was 1988, and then I had a actual Windows 95 machine that was my next computer in 1996. And nobody had to tell me anything. I just sat there, played around with it, and it's very intuitive for me. It's very logical. I'm a very logical thinker, and things like that have very precise patterns of information. They just seem to make sense to me. So it was very easy for me, but I see people struggling with some things that I think are actually quite basic. And in today's world, in 2019, being computer illiterate is equivalent to not knowing how to read, especially when all the information comes through technology. So I really hope people, you don't have to, I forget where I heard this from, but some computer person on YouTube, I think, said it. We're not asking people to learn how to build a bicycle from the ground up. We're just asking them to learn how to ride the bicycle. Nobody needs you to know how to code or how to build programs or how to construct a computer from hardware. Just know how to use it properly. Just like you would need to know how to use your car or any other device. It can do so much for you when you are working the machine and when you're not letting the technology work you, because that's what really some of these companies have made, dumbed down technology, and that causes people to sort of be enslaved by their own technology, which is really sad. So hopefully that gets through to some people. So going over it again, altcensored.com for the banned YouTube videos, attendcandles.com for Larken Rose's online seminar, which will deal with how to actually communicate with people that have cognitive dissonance. It is a way to hack without controlling people. It's a way to hack the information by getting them to start thinking for themselves. It is not a way for you to insert what you believe into other people. It is a way to get people to confront their cognitive dissonance so they can free their own minds. When I confronted my own cognitive dissonance, I freed my mind, and it was very helpful. So I want to wrap things up. Don't forget about Friday, November 22nd. If all goes according to plan, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be live again, and we'll talk about stuff. Talk to you guys later. Have a good day, good night, whenever you happen to be listening to this. And talk to you later. Bye.